Hi! Are you a new player and you saw my last video and wondered why everything in it was red and you're looking at yellow? Are you wondering why there's fecal matter flakes flying through the air everywhere you go? Are you wondering why your graphics card is on fire and your frame rate is 10 frames per second? Well, that's because you're in Lorville on Hurston, and this video is going to help you navigate your way through the shittiest best place ever. I love Lorville and hate it at the same time. I like the aesthetic. I also think it's kind of a funny commentary on real life with it being a rich man and we're all pores doing the hard ass work. So sit back and relax, and here we go. I'm gonna show you how to navigate Lorville as a new player. Starting off, we leave the apartments here, and this was a little bit more confusing than Area 18, in my opinion. But you get a nice vista of the trash. Looks like Cleveland, Ohio. But this game isn't a stranger to its vistas. It looks really nice. But let's kick things off right off of this deck here outside of the apartments. You're gonna run straight down this hallway, and you have two paths you can pick: the left, and you can also pick the right. We're gonna start with the right. Everything loops around together, but we're gonna go right first and go down this alleyway. Then you see the security building. Mark that as kind of like a landmark to kind of find your way around if you get confused. To the right of the security office, we have the admin office. And don't forget, look for the signs, usually on the walls or above doorways. The admin's office is here. You can make your deliveries here. You could also buy and sell cargo here. It's not too bad. I actually had a little bit of Dolvine and Hadanite in my local inventory, so I decided to kind of drop it here and make a little bit of cash. It wasn't a lot. I had just dropped a lot of money on a new ship called a C2 Hercules, and I really like it. It's pretty sick. So anyway, we're gonna leave there and go left and follow down this way. You can see there's Tammy and Sons. There's also I believe it's Leavesden Station is this way. There's another sign down here that has directions to the hospital and other places. But we're gonna follow it straight back, and as you can see, there is one of the three rapid transit lines that we're going to cover here. To the right down the other set of stairs doesn't matter, but we're going to go down here to Tammy and Sons. Tammy and Sons is a very nice store that sells tons of armor as well as utility pieces like all sorts of mining heads and mining modules. This is one of the few places that has iPads that still work that you can buy mining stuff at, because all of the refineries are fucking broken. Don't ask me why they haven't fixed that shit yet. I don't know. Please, fix it. I want to be able to buy all my shit at a refinery and not have to come here. But anyway, leaving Tammy and Sons, we're going to go back up this staircase right here, and we're going to take a right. You can note this bar here that actually connects two areas, but we're not going to really bother with it too much. I'll just show you the other side eventually. But we're going to go into the central line here, and I'm just going to show you guys right here is Leavesden Station. Leavesden Station takes you to the Central Business District. We're not going to go there yet in the video. If you want, you can skip ahead to that if you need to get there, but we do not need to go there just yet. But that's how you get to that station, and that is the only place that this one goes. Heading back out from the Leavesden Station, back across a little bridge. To our left now is Tammy and Sons, and to our right is that bar. As you can see there, we're going to go down the pathway to the right. Ignore the one to the left because that one goes literally nowhere. We're going to go down this hallway. Here's the other side of that bar that I was mentioning, just so you guys know. And you'll see at the end of this walkway here, we have Reclamation and Disposal. Sounds cool, right? Sounds like, oh, hey, maybe we'll have like, maybe this is where you sell or buy ship parts, right? No, this is, it's completely useless unless you're doing some illicit cargo. This guy in here will give you, he'll cough on you and probably give you the vid.
Apologies. The air is especially dreadful today.
And then also give you some illegal trafficking jobs that you can do, like illegal cargo, supposedly. I haven't done it. That's enough of that old guy. On the way back out from Reclamation and Disposal, you can see across the way, that is Maria Pure of Heart. That is a hospital. Do you like your GPU? If so, do not go in there. If you hate your GPU, or you have 184090s, feel free to enter in there and you can set your regeneration point, you can check in, heal up, etc. All sorts of stuff there. But I highly would recommend just to not bother with that one. You can see the L19 residence if you go down this pathway here, and what that means is it's the apartments. So if we follow this back up and you look to the left, you'll notice there's a security office. Look at that. We made a roundabout way. There's the admin office. And then if you go up to the right, there's an indent on the left, and that is actually where the apartments are. If we went left at the start, that's where we would have come from. But you'll see a big sign that says Metro Station. Now this is where you're going to go to get to the Spaceport, and they actually have this little sign here with a little "You Are Here" thing, which is really nice. So you can see the TISA Spaceport tram, and as well as the Perimiter line. Now, I didn't know about the Perimiter line really until this video. Also, there's another entrance to the hospital, but it's not important. Like I said, don't go in there unless you want to crash. The blue line goes to the Spaceport, so if you're trying to get there as fast as you can, here you go. That's how you do it. We'll do a one last route here towards the end of the video that goes all the way there, because there's actually some stuff at the Spaceport I got to show you guys that's pretty freaking cool. So, heading back up, going over, and this is the Perimiter line tram. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the Perimiter line, and why is that important? Well, it's not really that important, other than you notice me in the intro riding a hover quad and then randomly blowing up, because I'm not allowed to ride hover vehicles in this game because they like to randomly blow up. But you can actually take this tram all the way out to these gates, and if you go out these gates, you can actually spawn a ground vehicle at them and just leave Hurston on a ground vehicle. It's pretty cool. However, I want it to be known that these trams here are very, very long, and they are very convoluted, and it is not worth it. If you want to spawn a ground vehicle and put it in your ship, just leave Lorville, go to Stanhope, go to Opera or something like that on Hurston, one of the little trade centers. Land there, spawn it there. It'll be a million times quicker and a million times easier. I would not recommend doing it, although racing around right outside of Hurston on a hover quad or hover vehicle is actually pretty sick. Heading all the way back, starting from the security office once again, we're going to take a right and go down towards Tammy and Sons once again, but we're going to go straight forward, and we're actually going to go into Leavesden Station. That's right! We are going to take the tram all the way to the Central Business District. When you arrive, you realize, oh, this is the inside of that giant-ass building I see. Oh, look, there's God. Please be sure to kneel as you walk by to the rich man. You are a lowly poor. You do not deserve to be in the presence of his statues. And that's it. That's the only reason to come here. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, there are two-ish reasons, mainly just one. But there are some reasons to come here. When you get up here, if you go to the right, you will actually be entering the Hurston Dynamics ship weapon store. This place sells some big-ass guns. You can come here and buy some of the better weapons for your ship. They're giant, they're huge, they're expensive. Some of them aren't. But be warned, the iPads make you look at the ground, so you can't really use them either. Kind of like the refinery iPads. I don't know what their deal is. Just fucking fix it, please. It's annoying. It's a simple thing. Anyway, but that's it. There's not a lot here, but it's a very fancy looking chip weapon store that you can go into. Across the hallway, we have what is effectively Hurston's TDD. You can enter this room, and there's some consoles where you can buy and sell your cargo here. It looks like a big stock market on Wall Street, but I wouldn't recommend coming all the way here for that when you can just go to the admin office back at the residential quarter, because it's just way quicker, way easier. Now, something to note when you're running back out, if you come here from the residence area, the right side is where we came from. That comes from the resident area. The left side down here is actually a tram that goes straight to the Spaceport. Starting from the security office, once again, we're going to head to the left now. Remember, when you come up this staircase here and look to your left, that's actually where you come from for the apartments as well. So if you're coming out of there, make another left and follow the Metro Center line. Look for the red and blue markers. We're going to head down this way, kind of like when we went to the Perimiter line, but instead we're going to go to the blue line on the left. That's the important one. That's right, we're going to head to the Spaceport. So run on in down here and hop on the tram. It does take a minute as per usual, but in no time you will be in the Spaceport and ready to go. Skipping to the end of the tram here, you run out and run to the right and follow the pathway When you exit this hallway here, you'll actually notice on the right side there's another train station. That is the one that comes from the central business district and also goes there if you're already at the spaceport. Just for reference, that's where it comes out at. Run through the customs area just like in area 18. But the difference between here and area 18 is once we get up into the main area of the spaceport here, you'll notice there's a big fucking shop. This shop is called New Deal. What's New Deal? Well, it's a ship shop, kind of like Astral Armada, but they actually have a different selection here. And it's actually pretty cool because they actually have a giant showroom that has a bunch of ships that you can not only go and get up close to and really see the size of them, but you can actually get up inside of the ships, kind of like this Constellation Phoenix right here. I had never been in a Connie before. I'm being honest, I had never been inside of one, and this one is nice, dude. This one made me want a Connie. I'm not gonna lie. I like the back area looks like an Origin series. It's like a hotel back here. It's super nice. I want one now, except this one's, you know, like really expensive. But you know, eventually maybe I'll get an extra one. There's also a Hammerhead here, big old Hammerhead gunship you can check out. There's the Mustang, there's the Prospector, and a couple other ships. And then you can go ahead and check out the iPad inside the ship store, which has a lot more availability of ships that you can't actually go inside of from the showroom. But there's many options here, like an Avenger Titan, like a Retaliator, Vanguard Hoplite, Freelancer Max and Miss. But they have all sorts of options here. This is also where you can buy the Grey Cat Rock. If you watched my previous video and to rent a Cuddy Black and do Hadanite mining on Aberdeen, or you can buy the Grey Cat Rock here as well as the dual seat Grey Cat Rock. So that is pretty much everything in Lorville that's important. You can come back out here, you can spawn your ship, and then you go up the elevators. There's also some rental pads that you can rent things at. You can rent a 600i here. I wasted 200k on that right before I character reset because, well, my character broke, and I just threw that almost 300k out the window. But so anyway, you spawn your ship, go to the hangars. There's my baby. There's big booty Bessie. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Remember, I'm live on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, usually. Recording extra videos, just playing and messing around, all sorts of stuff. We have a lot of fun. Also, if you're interested in being in a video, make sure you join the Discord. We have the link in the description down below because I often need help with videos. I'm working on one right now for prison breakouts. That's going to be a lot of fun. I hope these are helpful for you guys. Next up is going to be Crusader, especially with the new update coming out. We're getting a new event at Crusader. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.